The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls as he storms the country, a villain big and bold. And the trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
The rivalry is back. The Las Vegas Raiders are now facing the Kansas City Chiefs for the second time this year at 6-3, while the Chiefs are 8-1 with that loss coming to the Raiders. A Raider win will pull them to within one game of the AFC West leading Chiefs and heat that race right up because the Raiders have an easier remaining schedule and would have an advantage in a tiebreaker. But now the Chiefs are pissed because the Raiders took a victory lap around Arrowhead Stadium in their bus after the game. Well, actually, they were pissed because they lost to the Raiders, period, and they should be. But this is definitely the stuff rivalries are made of. So for more reasons than one, I believe it is safe to say the Raiders will be playing against a very angry Chiefs team that's looking for revenge. But let's not forget the Raiders are still angry for all their losses in recent years to the Chiefs. 1 week in Week 5 does not make up for all that. So while there's plenty of anger to go around, how will the Raiders deal with the Chiefs on Sunday? Let's go ahead and dive in for a deep look at it all. In Week 2 last year, quarterback Derek Carr got the Raiders off to a 10-0 lead in the first quarter. But unfortunately, they had to start the second quarter, where the Chiefs went off. With no Tyreek Hill due to injury, quarterback Patrick Mahomes threw bombs to Demarcus Robinson. One to Mecole Hardman. And this one, a Raider killer tight end Travis Kelce. The Raiders actually defended the Chiefs very well for 3 quarters, but that one quarter was a 28-point quarter. On offense, the Raiders ran the ball well with then rookie Josh Jacobs. With his vision, patience, burst, and power, he showed why he was a first-round pick. He particularly showed with his power what a tempo setter he could be. So with Jacobs in the offensive line, you can see who the more physical team is. Jacobs was even able to get some big chunks in the running game. Altogether, Jacobs had 99 yards rushing on 12 carries. But the passing game struggles as Chiefs defensive tackle Chris Jones dominated with neither of the Raiders starting guards available. He flushed Carr out of the pocket. He pushed the pocket back into his face so Carr had nowhere to go when the edge rushers got there. And of course, he sacked him. The Chiefs also caught Carr with blitzes out of the secondary. And since the Raiders didn't have the best receivers at the time, the Chiefs covered them and got 2 interceptions in the process. And the final score was 28-10, with 28 points coming in the second quarter for the Chiefs. Then in the rematch in Week 14, the Raiders held Mahomes to 175 yards and 1 touchdown passing. And they did so by getting after Mahomes. Nevin Lawson should have had an interception right here. Defensive tackle Maurice Hurst, who's playing Sunday, had a sack. He also chased him around and forced a throwaway. The safety blitz got Mahomes off the mark too. Watch for that with Abram. As great as Mahomes is, he's still like every other red-blooded quarterback out there. You put a lot of pressure on him and he's not as good. Cornerback Trayvon Mullen was starting to resemble a lockdown corner at that time too. Here he's going to serve up a denial on Tyreek Hill. Then here he's going to pick off a pass intended for Hardman and get a bogus pass interference call. Here, the Chiefs split tight end Travis Kelce out wide, so Mullen has him and serves up a denial. But Mullen couldn't cover Kelce all day, so he did do some damage. And while Mahomes didn't have the greatest day passing the ball, he was still able to help his team win. That's a nice run for a touchdown right there. Meanwhile, on offense, the Raiders were able to run the ball even better the second time around. A not so good Chiefs run defense plus Jacobs in the offensive line equals this. Jacobs finished with 104 yards on 17 carries this time around. Another discovery made that year by the Raiders is tight end Darren Waller. Waller was a receiver in college, so he's an excellent route runner. And of course, he has a 4.4 speed, so he can line up out wide and get deep. Raiders had their starting guards back, so even though Jones had this sack over Gabe Jackson, he didn't dominate. But this game had a more lopsided score than the first one because of turnovers. The Chiefs dared Carr to throw deep, and when he threw short, they jumped it. Travis Davis was on no help himself. He fumbled this kick return, and on a jet sweep on 4th and 1, all he had to do was turn the ball upfield and get a first down. But he didn't. He bounced it outside and stopped short. The score was 40-9, but the defense played much better. Now, here we are in week 5, and Patrick Mahomes is his normal, phenomenal self. That's ridiculous. Then here he's going to hit Kelce. I thought Corey Littleton was going to cover better than that. Watch this dime to Hill. Here comes more Mahomes magic on the run. Then here's a rushing touchdown to go with his 340 yards and 2 touchdowns passing. But Carr was able to outduel him. has Darren Waller back from last year. He has Hunter Renfrow back from last year. But he outdueled Mahomes because of his new speed weapons. Here's a bomb to Nelson Agholor for a touchdown. Here he throws it up for first round pick Henry Ruggs to go up and get. And here he throws to Ruggs again. This time he blazes everyone for a 72-yard touchdown. Carr threw for 347 yards and 3 touchdowns. But the defense especially got after Mahomes in the second half, only allowing the Chiefs 8 points. And Clelin Ferrell was a big part of it, coming within inches of a sack on a few occasions and forcing an interception. He would end up with 9 pressures on the day. However, we won't be seeing Ferrell Sunday due to COVID. But we will see Arden Key, who had 4 pressures on the day. We'll see Carl Nassib, who had 1. And we'll see Mad Max Crosby, who had 7 in the sack. Coverage has to be there too, as L.C. Hardman. They gotta find a way to cover Kelsey. Really expecting Littleton to be the man for the job, but so far he hasn't been. He won't be playing Sunday anyway, I don't think. And yeah, there goes that problem again, Tyreek Hill. He catches this bomb. And another one here for a touchdown, but a penalty wiped that one out. Eric Harris just isn't that guy to play on the back end. So it's time to replace him with Jeff Heath, who's quite a playmaker back there lately. He had this interception in week 5 and 2 more last week against the Denver Broncos. And of course, we are looking forward to seeing tempo setter and playmaker Jonathan Abram on the back end as well. Also be cool to see the Raiders try middle linebacker Nick Witkowski on Kelsey. I'm not saying that would do the trick, but he's the Raiders' best cover linebacker. And hopefully, cornerback Trayvon Mullen is fully healed from his strained hamstring. He didn't look too good against the Broncos last week. And boy, am I happy to see first-round corner Damon Arnett back. The Raiders ran all over the Chiefs last year both times, but they lost both games. And this year in week 5, they beat the Chiefs with the deep ball. So how much of that versus the running game will we see Sunday? And what kind of role will Waller have? On defense, Hurst is back to get after Mahomes. And with Mitchell Schwartz gone, I expect Max Crosby and the edge rushers to have a big day. And hopefully that leads to turnovers and a win for the Raiders. Thank you for watching. See you next time.